Hey everybody, soybean farmer. What I'm attempting to try to show you down here is the wheel fork on this Caroni mower, and looking straight at it right there, it's bent bad. In fact, all of them are bent. That one you can see is bent that way. That's the worst one right there, the way it's bent. I mean, it should have been straight lined up with the cross support there, but it's bent bad. I went to my scrap steel pile this afternoon when I got home, and I found these 3 pieces of angle iron, and as you can see, that's fairly thick right here and here. And I don't know, I ain't measured them, but I got 3 pieces the same size right there. And then I went up to Agri Supply and bought new wheel forks. All right, the goal now is to take a straight one, put a wheel on it, and get a measurement for what my clearance is going to be for the brace I want to put through here. So, let's see how this is going to go. Oh, sweet. That's what I thought. These things are spread, and when I pull that bolt back down, it's going to change that. So to just build the brace on here without clamping this down, I'd have no real idea what the correct measurement would be. So let's pull this down like it's supposed to be. Okay, that's tight. Now, I will say the bearings have held up good in that wheel. Of course, I have kept the grease to it, so. Okay, I'm back with the tool called square. And what I want to find out is how square this is. And it ain't square for nothing. Look at that. Dagnabbit. Yeah, ain't square for nothing. Well, that kind of ruined that. Oh well, that's life. Let's see what the mark would be here. Coming down close to that tire would be, I want to get as close to it as I can to provide as much support across here as I can, but I don't want to hit the tire. That right there is probably close enough. So let's see where that locks up at. Alright, now back out here. Yeah, that put me about right there, just like I was thinking in my mind when I thought about all this. And I slide across here, I don't hit the tire. And yep, right about there at the same place. So, alright, that's kind of like arts and crafts. What we need to do is cut our template out. And when I rethink that thing, that's outside, so I want to stay on the outside line. Outside line. Nope, I want to go on the inside. Alright, doggone it. Yeah, that'd be the outside line. Okay, outside line. And that looks pretty good. You get the idea now. Maybe if I'd give you a better view here, let's see. There you go. that's going to be a piece of steel welded across there, and the hopes are it'll keep it from bending up in here and keep it from bending here. And I may end up putting another piece of steel down across here, but I've got clearances over there for this to swivel with. But I'm going to try to reinforce this thing. I don't want to have to buy it again. Okay, what I've learned with this tool since I bought it last year, well, the cutting wheel, take your time, go slow, do not apply pressure, let just about half the weight of that Milwaukee grinder do the work, and take your time with it, and you can do some really nice cutting with that thing. Quite amazing. In fact, I'll give you a closer view of something here I'm right impressed with. Okay, check that out. I'm holding a square right up against the line that I freehand cut, and you can see it's almost like you did it on a saw with a guide. But that's the precision work you can get out of a cutting wheel if you learn the secret of scoring the line and then following the score. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the discovery of the cutting wheel. Like I said, you feel this thing binding up with you, you stop and get it out of there. I got a little bit turned sideways. So I'm starting over. Okay, flip my bench vise all around. Took my little piece and it's just laid up there. And it fits pretty good across the top there. So I'm pleased with that. And I've got my gap space from a tire, and I think that's going to be about right. And I've got just a little bit of overhang under here, so when I go to weld it, I've got a little edge there to burn into, because I'm going to weld it inside and outside. I'm trying to make this thing as strong as I can. I found some other little pieces of angle iron that are right stout that I could actually weld across here to add some more strength to that. The piece of angle iron sticking out this way will add some rigidity to that way. But little project's coming right along. I'm pleased with it so far. I've got, well, that's the only one cut to length. The other bar is laying right over here, and it's still got to be cut in 3 pieces to go with the other forks. There's 4 of them. But I'm tired. Long day at the cigar shop. Getting this much of it knocked out tonight, and it's hot out here. Let's see, it's humid. Now it's not hot, it's humid. Humidity makes things somewhat miserable, but what we got there, if we can see it, there we go. Yeah, it's 80 degrees, so yeah, it's still warm. And that's 5 after 11 at night, but the humidity is what's making it so miserable. Sweat's been dropping in my glasses. And speaking of glasses, I haven't had a new prescription in 5 years, so I went last week and got my eyes checked, and sure enough, they'd changed. And I pick up my new lenses tomorrow. I'm reusing these frames because I like them. They're lightweight. They work good for me. So I'm off tomorrow from the cigar shop. Got a day off, so I'll get back out here on this project tomorrow and work on this some more, get my wheels up to snuff. I'm really pleased with how well these bearings are holding up down here. But I've been all about keeping the grease on them. And as you can see, there's the grease fitting coming up there. And I have thrown the grease to these things. Every time I go to use this mower, I throw grease at it, every fitting on it, trying to make it last. The thing was expensive. Everybody, we'll get back on this, and yeah, we're almost ready to play with the welder on. Well, we're gonna cut the other pieces, and then we'll be ready to play with the welder. And then I think we get to play with paint. Yeah, I'll paint it, keep it from rusting. It's old metal. I'm going to bed. Good night. We'll be back like tomorrow morning.